Hi guys, welcome back to R Square. Today, our topic is going to be about nephrons, their functions, and their anatomy. First, let us know what nephrons are. Nephrons are the basic function unit of kidneys that consist of glomeruli, renal corpuscles, and tubules attached to them. The word nephron was derived from the Greek word nephros, which means kidney. Each kidney has up to 1 million nephrons. Now let us see their main functions. The main functions are waste excretion, regulation of blood pressure, pH maintenance, homeostasis, and several other functions. First, let us see about the kidney's anatomy. The kidney consists of an outer cortex, an inner medulla, a renal artery, a renal vein, and a renal pelvis, which later leads to an ureter. As you can see here, the nephron lies in two parts of the kidneys. That is, one part of the nephron lies in the outer cortex and one part of it in the inner medulla. This is important as it later leads to the formation of urine. Now, let us see about the parts of a nephron. This is the Bowman's capsule, and this space is known as Bowman's space. This is the proximal convoluted tubule, otherwise known as PCT. This is the descending limb of the loop of Henle. This, the ascending limb. This is the DCT, or known as distal convoluted tubule. And this is the collecting duct. A nephron can be divided into two major parts, that is, Bowman's capsule and the renal tubule. And the length of a nephron is about 35 to 55 millimeter. The honor of finding the Bowman's capsule goes to Sir William Bowman, who found it at the age of 25. He is an English scientist. Now let us move further into the Bowman's capsule. The Bowman's capsule, or capsular glomeruli, or glomerulus capsule, is a cup-like structure found at the beginning of the nephron and has a cluster of capillaries called glomerulus. The word glomerulus was derived from the Latin word glomer, which means a ball of thread. This is the glomerulus, plural glomeruli. This is the afferent arteriole, which brings blood to the glomerulus, and this is the efferent arteriole. Now let us see about the renal tubule, its parts and its functions. This is the renal tubule, the place from where the Bowman's capsule ends till the collecting duct is known as the renal tubule. It is a long and folded tube-like structure which emerges from the Bowman's capsule and ends into the collecting duct system in kidney. Now let us see about the parts of the renal tubule. First comes the proximal convoluted tubule, otherwise known as PCT. This part in light blue is the proximal convoluted tubule. It is made of simple cuboidal epithelium, and the apical end of each cell has a brush border of microvilli. This leads to the loop of Henle, which is in the dark blue color here. So, this is loop of Henle. This is the descending limb which comes first and is connected from the proximal convoluted tubule, and this is the ascending limb which leads to the DCT. So, the loop of Henle, a long U-shaped portion of the tubule that conducts urine within each nephron of the kidney of reptiles, birds, and mammals. The principal function of the loop of Henle is in the recovery of water and sodium chloride from urine. This further leads to the distal convoluted tubule. Now let us see about the distal convoluted tubule. This gets connected from the ascending limb of loop of Henle. This is lined with simple cuboidal epithelium that are shorter than those of the proximal convoluted tubule. The lumen appears larger in DCT than the PCT lumen because the PCT has a brush border. Lumen is the space in a tubular structure or arteries. And as you can see here, this is the cuboidal epithelium and these are the microvilli. Now let us see about the collecting duct. This is the collecting duct. The collecting duct system is the last part of a nephron and participates in reabsorption and excretion processes regulated by the hormones aldosterone and vasopressin. Both of these are antidiuretic hormones and these help in increasing the reabsorption of water and are released when a person is dehydrated so that the maximum amount of water is reabsorbed. The collecting duct receives the excretion from many other nephrons. So now let us look about the filtration of each and every part of the renal tubule. The major filtrates are water, sodium chloride, potassium and bicarbonate, glucose, amino acids, creatinine and urea. Creatinine and urea are the waste products. If your kidneys and nephrons are functioning properly, you will excrete about 90 ml of waste per minute per 1.73 meter square. This is when the excreted portion enters the nephron, but most of it, about 80% of this will be reabsorbed. And now let us see about the filtration in proximal convoluted tubule. This reabsorbs potassium, 65% of sodium chloride and 65% of water, 100% of glucose and amino acids, as they are very essential for the body functions. It will not be wiseful to excrete them, and 90% of bicarbonate. And this secretes uric acid, whose formula is C5H4N4O3, and organic acid. Now let us see about the filtration in loop of Henle. Loop of Henle takes care about the concentration of urine and reabsorption of water. Water is reabsorbed in the descending limb and 25% of NaCl, that is sodium chloride, is reabsorbed in the ascending limb. The distal convoluted tubule reabsorbs 5% of NaCl, water, and secretes potassium and hydrogen. Now let us see about the filtration in the collecting duct. This reabsorbs urea and 5% of NaCl and water. So the total excretion, that is the things that are excreted at the end, are water, NaCl, K plus, HCO3, that is bicarbonate, creatinine and urea. So now let us have a recap of whatever we had seen in this video. We saw that nephrons are the basic functional unit of kidneys. They consist of glomeruli, renal corpuscles and tubules. And the renal tubule has three parts. The first is proximal convoluted tubule. It is called proximal as it is close to the tubule and convoluted as it is folded. This reabsorbs potassium, 65% of sodium chloride and water, 100% of amino acids and glucose, and 90% of bicarbonate. And this secretes uric acid and organic acid. Next, let us see about the loop of Henle. It is called loop of Henle as it forms a loop at the renal medulla. It has an ascending limb and a descending limb. Loop of Henle does fine tuning of the urine and it also takes care about its concentration. The descending limb is highly permeable to water and the ascending limb reabsorbs 25% of sodium chloride. Next comes the distal convoluted tubule. It is called distal convoluted tubule as it is far away from the Bowman's capsule, and it drains into the collecting duct. This reabsorbs 5% of NaCl and water, and this secretes potassium and hydrogen. At last, we are going to see about the collecting duct, that is, it collects the input from many other nephrons and drains into the larger collecting ducts, and these later lead into the pelvis, and the excreted material is taken to the urinary bladder to the ureters. The collecting duct, urea, 5% of NaCl and water is reabsorbed, and what is excreted at last is water, sodium chloride, potassium, bicarbonate, creatinine and urea. So this is all we have seen in today's video. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos.